What is going on, everybody? Welcome. So we are here with the new update that just launched this morning for No Man's Sky. It was released as a surprise. No one knew it was coming. So they updated to Vulkan graphics, which is a very interesting move. So they were previously using OpenGL as for their engine. Now they're using Vulkan engine, and the Vulkan engine is super well optimized, especially for AMD graphics cards. So there were a lot of people out there that had AMD graphics cards that were unable to play the game well. So this will make a huge difference for them. Archie, what's it? I'm looking at you, sir. That's gonna be good for. I know Archie's a game streamer that was having trouble with his AMD graphics card. So I just wanted to jump in and let's take a look and see how things are looking and what has changed, if anything. And we're gonna run around for a little bit, have some fun. Turbo Life, hello. KJ PC Gaming, hello. You're out of your Vulkan mind. So one thing that is a downside to Vulkan, and we were just discussing this in the Discord. So Vulkan, you no longer can do a straight game capture into OBS. So you now must use a display capture. And I'm curious to see what the quality is going to be like. Guys, I need all the feedback I can get on how the frame rate looks. Because to me, it looks great in game. But if you guys are seeing it be choppy, when I move side to side like this, are you seeing it jump around? Or does it look smooth? To me, on the OBS window, it looks like it's a little choppy. Like it's jumping. Try. So here are some of the things in the update. So if you go into your graphics options, you now have some more VSync options. You have VSync on. You now have adaptive and triple buffered, which is very new. I'm gonna turn that on to adaptive because I have a G-Sync monitor. So that actually should make a difference. I don't know if that's gonna, if I should keep it off or keep it on. It's actually looking pretty jumpy for me too. Let's see other options that are available now. I'm gonna keep that off for now. They now have the option to switch which GPU you want to use to render. And that's really the only big differences in the game in the options. So let's run around a little bit and see what performance is like. Screen tears. I'm definitely getting some screen tears here. I'm going to limit my frames to 60 for the enjoyment of the viewer. That should help with any type of jumpiness. Yeah, that seems better. All right, cool. Blackbeard says it does look a little choppy, huh? How about now, Blackbeard? Does it look any better now? Let's move side to side. We know if that looks choppy still. See, it definitely. I see a little. Yeah, I'm seeing a little chop. Display capture is horrible. I want my full screen capture back. This is going to be very interesting to see how this works now going forward for game streamers of No Man's Sky, especially from PC. Unless you have a dual PC setup, this should get interesting. Let's see. These planets are a little odd. You know, I think there's a. Is this a nice planet? Yeah, there's a nice planet over here. Frederick H. Crook, what's going on? Blackbeard, welcome. I appreciate you guys for being here. So again, we're testing out the new graphics improvements that just came out this morning in No Man's Sky, seeing what's new, what's different. We have to do things a little bit differently for the stream now because the Vulkan engine not support game capture, and it's gonna be very, very interesting for game streamers to see how this works out. And once again, guys, any feedback you can provide in the chat on how things look on your end, This seems to look better now. Less choppiness. Welcome to any of the folks that are viewing this in the future. If you want to also leave in the comments below any feedback on the quality, or if you have any suggestions on how to set up OBS to stream Vulkan properly, that'll be greatly appreciated for the future for sure. See, loading into the planet, I didn't see any frame rate drops. Oh, there's a little bit when we loaded the trees. Oh, definitely a little stutter there when landing. Big time stutter. Big time stutter. Oof. What's up, Sword? How are ya? It does look better now, yeah. Let's see. These when I pan to the left and right, this is when you notice, yes, I'm still seeing some chop in the trees. That's that display capture. Oh, it's gonna annoy me so much. Des Ivy Might's buying a second streaming PC. This is what pushed me over the edge. I mean, on my end, it seems super smooth. I'm not really noticing any huge graphics differences. I want to say, I need to mess around with more of this because of adaptive being an option here. Let's just see what triple buffered does. See what triple buffered does. Let's see, the pop inlet's really good. The trees are rendering really far out. Really far out, so very little pop in. Look how far the grass is rendering out. That seems to be really good. I don't know if they changed anything to the render distances. We did get an update, yes, a graphics update. So I don't know, you guys let me know how it looks on your end. I'm gonna go back to how I normally have it with VSync off, and let me know if you guys are noticing a stutter. I will say that the pop inlet's really good. I know all my settings are gonna need to change, but for those of you that have an AMD graphics card, this is gonna be huge for you. I mean, I think it won't be bad to play. Yeah, Vulkan API was the main update. They updated the APIs to Vulkan, which again for folks with AMD graphics card, it's going to be the world of difference for performance. I mean, I have a 2080 Ti, so I don't think there's going to be that big of a graphical upgrade. Since I had everything maxed out and was getting high frame rates to begin with. This is a really foggy planet, so we should wait for the storm. Let's go to a nice planet that doesn't have a storm. Just on Steam was the update. It was only for PC. They said they wanted to get it out as soon as possible. I think they wanted to get it out and test it as soon as possible. Is the thing. Now, Hello Games, listen, if you guys watch this, Sean Murray, if you have any way to get with the folks over at OBS and help them implement Vulkan support, that would be amazing, because for us game streamers out here, even capturing the game and recording it is going to be much more difficult, because you can no longer do game capture. You have to use display capture, which is it's not as good. Definitely not as good. Again, any feedback, guys, on how things look, please let me know in the chat. specifically about the frame rate and smoothness. I'm going to dip back down to a nice planet and we'll do some more panning around, see what that looks like. Yeah, it was a 4 gigabyte update for me this morning. Let's see, that'll work. Let's just see if there's a nice planet. Frost crystal. Game capture does not work at all. You have to use display capture. OBS does not support Vulkan, the Vulkan API in game capture, even in windowed mode or full screen mode or whatever mode you want to use. We're out of freaking fuel. Jeez, what a noob. I mean, it is. I mean, I can't believe they would have done it without thinking about the streamers. I mean, I get it. Don't get me wrong. They can't just do it for game streamers. I mean, the improvements to and quality of life improvements to most people, it'll be a very big upgrade. So, you know, I can't blame them. But Richard Huntington, what's going on? Nibor, yeah, man, we got a Vulkan update this morning. So they changed the graphics engine in the game from OpenGL to Vulkan, and Vulkan is going to be super awesome if anyone out there has an AMD graphics card. It'll fix all the performance issues that the AMD graphics cards were having before. No, I had today off. I did have today off. Alright, so let's see. Before we landed on a planet, it was super rough. This is much smoother. That's good. Alright, so let's... Oh, Frenzied Sentinels. Damn it. Alright, so if we do a slow pan, this is where you'll notice any frame rate issues. Oh, after I get attacked... Look at this little reindeer freak. On top of the ship. Oh, he's getting me from down there. These guys, there's so many angry creatures here. Alright, we're going to the desert planet. It does not affect PlayStation at all at this point, unfortunately. It will, you know, obviously when they do the actual update. I think they're just they're testing out the engine on PC. I don't know if this means they changed it for Beyond as well. I was so excited I wanted to jump into stream. Alright, let's see. Shouldn't be any angry creatures up here. Update pre-announced for PS5, yeah. Alright, let me know when we do this pan if it looks choppy at all, if you see any bouncing around. I see a little bit on the ground. Look at these little guys. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, they are so adorable. Alright, we're getting distracted by little people. I'm feeling the cold coming on. Gotta leave work early. I mean, so it doesn't seem like there's anything else really updated. Again, the only big changes, if you go into the graphics options, under VSync, you now have a few more options. You have on, adaptive, or triple buffered. If you have a G-Sync display or a I don't know how much that's, I wonder, I don't know. I'm gonna have to do more testing with that off stream to really see what that changes. You also can change which GPU you're using if you have multiple GPUs. That's great for laptop users. But the big difference is that the Vulkan engine has changed from OpenGL to Vulkan, and again, to make the biggest impact for AMD graphics card users that were experiencing performance before. Vulkan is the engine, is the API engine that they use to actually render the game. Man, oh man, just let's see. So there's Vulkan, DirectX 11 and DirectX 12 are the really DirectX 11 and 12 are the ones that most games use for PC. And then Vulkan is third. OpenGL was a really old standard, and not too many games really used OpenGL. And but No Man's Sky was using OpenGL because it's easy to code to. It's a good point. So general rule of thumb. Oh well, now that we have display capture on, we might as well use it, right? So general rule of thumb. I'll tab out and put something else on screen. I minimize and sky. Well, let me minimize No Man's Sky. How do I get to my desktop? All right, we'll do this. So, general rule of thumb was in Nvidia control panel. We'll pull this up on screen in a sec here. There we go. In Nvidia control panel, you would turn G-Sync on your monitor. You would go into configure manage 3D settings. You would turn vertical sync on here in your 3D settings, and then in the game you should turn it off because you're letting your graphics card do all the work. Now, I don't know what that means now that there's an adaptive option in here. Adaptive is what we want. Adaptive sync is G-Sync. That is FreeSync. So I'm thinking, let's turn that on and see if that changes anything. But again, we're still using display capture, so that's not gonna make the biggest difference. It does look good on my end. I will tell you that. Again, can you guys see any difference in any of the folks that are used to seeing what my streams look like? Let me know in the chat. Oh, there's a nice update for Stream Deck? Nice. Where are they? I don't know if they're gonna be able to find me up here. Wait, oh, here they come. Yeah, they may not be able to get up here. That's fine. Okay, pan up and down. It does look good. Okay, that's good. That's good news. That's good news. I'm gonna change one more thing and let me know if you guys notice a difference. I'm gonna go to match frames per second. Let me know if give it a second, and then let me know if you notice any difference in stutter. Yeah, I definitely notice a stutter now. I even notice it in-game, which is strange. Yeah, no matched frames per second. 60. 60 is the way for this game. Go to the inventory screen. I mean, quality on the still image I'm not worried about. Still image should still look really good. It's the quality of movement and the stutter when you know how smooth things look. That's where sometimes yeah, if I lock the frames to 60, I'm not seeing an issue. I'm not too concerned. It's still looking good. I might be overreacting from the whole display capture thing. Martin Requiem, yeah, they updated the engine from what were they using before? OpenGL. They updated it to the Vulkan graphics engine, and they added a lot of VSync options and they did add an adaptive sync option in here, which is great for. Let's apply that. Did I apply that already? I think so. Which is great if you have a adaptive sync monitor. Like a G-Sync or a FreeSync monitor. That should make a big difference. Should. Alright, let's go check out that desert planet, see if we notice anything different there. I'm more looking at like load times and things like that. So one thing I do notice is the trees are rendering in for me really far away. But I don't know if that's not so much in the ship. Still getting some pop in when flying fast over in the ship. The resolution looks really low on the trees right now, but that just we're going fast. Let's go to the desert planet and see. Display capture should work in VR, I would imagine. I never really have used display capture much, so I don't know. We'll have to ask V-Man. V-Man is the VR master. If anyone else has ever streamed using VR, let us know if you use display capture or game capture, how that works in the chat. It'll make the biggest difference for people with AMD graphics cards. People with AMD graphics cards are going to see a huge improvement to their graphical fidelity. But you know, Vulkan is a much more efficient engine, so it definitely should help in frame rates on Nvidia graphics cards as well. Man, oh man, oh man. Come on, let's get to this planet. Yeah, I mean, things look good. And I was hoping to see like maybe some cockpit updates thrown in here or something, you know, from beyond, something a little extra. I don't think I'd have so much luck with that. But I'm really I want to see what like load times are and pop-in times. I feel like that is something that's engine specific. Is pop-in. Yeah, you need to do display capture in OBS, correct? Instead of game capture. And here I was getting ready to do a Star Citizen stream. I still may do that after this. I'm not going to be going too long in No Man's Sky, so I really wanted to check out what the differences were and if there was anything new. But let's check out the pop-in on a desert planet. We got a desert ocean planet, which is pretty cool. There's the pop-in. So again, pop-in from ship, I'm not too impressed. We have a floating building. Well, weird. I have a weird effect in the front of my. Look at the screen. You guys seeing that? Oh, it went away now. There's a weird effect on the screen. Oh wow, planet-wide. This. Well, I don't even know that word. And frenzied sentinels everywhere. I've been going recently. Can't catch a break. This was from Hello Games. It was a 4 GB update. It was a 4 GB update. What the hell are you doing up there? Alright. That dog is all freaked out. Walking in the sky. Oh, now he's on the ground after I got my ship. Interesting. Very interesting. Oh, it is only experimental? I didn't even realize that it was experimental. I am on the experimental branch, so here we are. We're testing it out on PC. So, man, I wish there was a way that they could. Should we do a 300k bounty? Let's go. 300k bounty. Do I? Wait. Do I have sodium? Do I have any sodium on me? I have a little sodium there. We got sodium. Let's go. 300k bounty. I'll take it. See if combat's any different. Ay. This thing doesn't handle like the Yakumaku or the start ship. I'm so used to doing it from the cage match the other night. You'd think that an exotic would handle better. All right. You know, it seems it's a little different. I don't know. There's something a little different that I can't put my finger on. Let's see. Asteroid pop-in. Asteroid pop-in seems to be a little farther away as well, maybe? I don't know. You guys tell me. Does asteroids look like they're popping in farther away or not? Oh, you know what? We need to check. Look at my. That's happening again. That's so weird. On my HUD, right there. It's a weird. There's a weird like grainy effect happening when the thing's not there. All right, we need to check and see if. the planet atmospheres pop in still in the freighter. Oh, I have high hope. I have high hope. See, look at my HUD. Look at that. Something weird going on there. I'm not seeing the planet atmosphere from inside the freighter. Oh, that might be good. Oh yeah, the big base, duh. Yeah, we might, of course. Yeah, the hotel. All right, we're on our way to the hotel. Let's see how that big base performs. But I did not see the ring of the atmosphere from inside the freighter, so that's cool. Where's the space station? I will say, I feel like some of the textures, I'm seeing a little bit more anti-aliasing, maybe? Let's see, is there new options in anti-aliasing? No. Huh. I feel like I'm seeing a little bit more aliasing in the game, but I should just be looking for it more. Possible. Yeah, it looks like, I mean, again, that was just an initial test, but it does look like they fixed the atmosphere holdovers, as you put it. Are we gonna make it? We're gonna make it? We're gonna run out of fuel. Made it. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot more aliasing, to be honest. And that's a little glitchy there on the screen. So it's when the globe thing goes around or fades out, it kind of has a remnant left behind. But see that like glitching around the doorway and stuff? That's anti-aliasing, and that is not as good as it used to be. Noticing, you know, more that weird effect from the straight lines when they move. But again, that's me nitpicking. But I'm noticing a lot more here. This graininess here on these lines. All right, let's go check out a big base. The Admiral's Lounge actually, I think, is a little bit more intensive. We'll check out there, and then we'll check out the hotel. Bruce Cooper, what's up, man? So listen, we have good news, and then we have some bad news. So the good news is they updated it to the Vulkan engine. So they were on OpenGL before, but now they're on Vulkan. Now the bad news. The bad news is that Vulkan is not supported in OBS for direct stream game capture, which means you have to use display capture, which is not as good. All right, let's see. Hold on, we're looking at frame rates. We are locked at 60 still inside the base, guys. We're locked at 60. I'm not seeing any frame rate drops whatsoever inside the base. Hold on, let's go outside, so that's where sometimes you would see it more. Be 7 frames. It is feeling smoother around the base. Let's go. We are dropping the 45 frames coming down here. Yeah, this is where it gets rough. It's down the bottom. Still dropping down to the 40, 48 frames. We're at 46 right now. Is it going to recover? If I look away from the base, nice and smooth. We look towards the base. It is slowing down. I am noticing a lot of more aliasing going on. I wonder what that is. Huh. Let's try first person. Yeah, see, the trees in the background are getting like this aliasing glimmer that I used to not get. I feel like I'm getting more of it. But the pop-in on the trees, on foot, when you're on foot, I feel like the pop-in is much farther out. I mean, I feel like those trees are I mean, that could have just be me not noticing it from before, but there's definitely a texture downgrade in the distance, I feel like. You look the way that's all glimmering. Background. I don't know. We'll see, guys. We'll see. Yeah, we're definitely getting huge frame rate drops looking at that base from far away. So, base is still hitting the frame rate pretty hard. Again, we are playing at 1440p with on ultra settings. I'm sure turning down some of the juice would help. But the anti-aliasing is actually getting really annoying. I want to see if I can change if I turn that off. Just TAA? No, that definitely didn't help. It is nice that you can do this on the fly. Now that's even worse. The trees look better, but those straight lines, well, nail the juice batch. I may have to mess around with my Nvidia graphics settings a little bit, see if we can tune that a little bit more. Maybe I'm just being picky. He's black. You know, on the PC I don't really have any freezing issues, to be honest. Alright, let's throw the Getnip Jane Hotel. We'll see how that guy holds up, how that base holds up. But yeah, this anti-aliasing is gonna annoy the heck out of me, especially on these structures. I don't know if you guys can really see that on stream or not, if it gets captured. I'll have to work on that. I'm glad it's an experimental. I didn't realize it was only released. I read about halfway down the first paragraph before I had it updated and loaded up. I have a 2080 Ti, so yeah, best case scenario, I guess, right? But yeah, the anti-aliasing's really, really bad on these straight lines. Kind of noticing it everywhere, even on the refiner. It's that little like glitchiness you see in the straight lines when you move around. Beta TV, what's up? Yeah, we got a new. They updated the engine of the game, so we're going around to some of my larger bases to see how their frame rates are holding up. Things like that. It seems to be some improvement. There's also some things that look to have not gotten better, or that have actually gotten worse, which is a little concerning. Let's go over to the other base this way. Oh, you know what? We did go to Shaman's base. That's a huge base with lots of plants. That'll be a great test, actually. We'll stop at the hotel first, then we'll go there. Yeah, I'm definitely on the latest Nvidia graphics drivers. Too far. Alright, we're at 60 frames per second right now. I have it locked at 60 maximum just for the stream. I'll pop in and we're at 30. The base definitely low popped in all at once, it looks like. Oh, nope, definitely not all at once. Land, you fool. How's it bringing me to this landing pad? Didn't like the other landing pad? The lights are still popping in, so a lot of the same issues we were having before with the stuff doesn't pop until you're in front of it. Performance is pretty good though up here. It's that anti-aliasing though. Look at the edges of the boxes here, how it glimmers when you're looking at it. It was never that bad before. And again, I'm nitpicking, guys, only because I want to see what the real differences are. But actually, performance inside this base, pretty stellar right now. I'm locked at 60, so it's not so much inside the base that you're feeling it as much. So that's good. That's good. Inside the base, we're super smooth right now. See, plants are still popping in as you go there, so they're not pre-rendering them before. Got all the plants popping in out there. That all just popped in. Let's see these trees outside. They're there. And then if we take a little step back, that's when, and we go farther away from the base, that's actually more where we're feeling it. Actually, you know what? We're dropping a little bit, but not that much. Still some pop in though. It's that aliasing that is driving me nuts though. Eshmerel, yes, this is the update that dropped today for experimental on PC. So we're just testing it out to see what the performance is like, if there's any big changes. The only big things I've noticed so far, draw distance seems to be farther a little bit. You can tell that it's not loading these textures until you look at them. See how that those assets weren't loaded until I looked at them. Huh. Yeah, quite a bit of popping up here. Quite a bit of popping up here. So again, it is experimental, guys. I actually did not realize that when I started the stream. So we will see what kind of improvements they make over time. You know, Hello Games is usually really good about doing that. It's awesome to see that they're releasing some experimental updates early on PC so we can get it ironed out for all you guys out there that are not on experimental. Let's just go see. I mean, I don't expect it to be any different. Let's see. I always know that this planet had the bad atmosphere effect. So let's load in the freighter. See if the atmosphere effect is drawn here too. Ashmael says looks a little bit less optimized. Yeah, I'm seeing more aliasing, anti-aliasing happening. But it does look like they fixed the planet atmosphere coming through the ship, which is very good. Yeah, there's some things that just look a little more washed out. Look at those lines on the... Yeah, aliasing is definitely an issue. A lot more aliasing going on. I mean, it could be that I'm playing at 1440p and seeing it more. But I've never noticed it really that bad in all the textures. Yeah, freighter does look foggy. Maybe it's because we're close to the atmosphere. Oh, I see the atmosphere coming through there. The atmosphere is coming through there, but it's not doing it inside. If we back up. Right here. So, they didn't fix it everywhere. Still can see it out the window, but I mean, again, that's super minor. I can see it through the bottom of the freighter. At least I can't see it from inside the freighter. Yeah, it does look foggy, doesn't it? Eshmerel for the test stream support, $2 super chat. Thank you so much. Appreciate it very much.
For the test stream support.
Yeah, it's a graphic update that may not have made the graphics better. Oh, uh-oh. Look what I see. Look what I see. Bummer. Super bummer. I thought maybe they had fixed that. Weird that it's behind. Yeah, it's super weird. Anyway, I just wasn't looking that way before. Yeah, drop kits update. I don't know, guys. We'll see. Again, it's experimental. If you're on PC, I encourage everyone to jump on the experimental and give feedback to Hello Games. They love our feedback when these updates come out, when the experimental branches come out. They have to fix this aliasing issue. The aliasing is much more noticeable. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up there, guys. That was just a little test stream to see what the new update's about. Guys, make sure you hit that thumbs up button for me. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for being here. You guys are all so awesome. Some awesome folks in the chat or other great No Man's Sky streamers. We got a bunch of the Get Nip gang out there. Check out the other channels out there. Appreciate you all, and I'll talk to you guys all later. Have a good night. Or else, have a good day. It is 11 a.m. Alright, guys, I'll talk to you later.